Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all good. Welcome to the Daily Current Affairs. August 30, we observe a National Small Industry Day. Every year on August 30, we observe the National Small Industry Day, and this day is observed to support and promote the small scale industries in the country. And it also helps to promote the small scale business industry growth. The Ministry of MSME, that is Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, is Narayan Rane. The former minister of MSME is Nitin Gadkari. Recently, we have also seen that retail and the wholesale traders have been also classified as MSME by the government, whereas the retail and wholesale traders are the traders who do purchasing and the selling of the goods. And the former minister of MSME also said that MSME is a backbone of the Indian economy, and the government will aims to contribute to this sector about 50% of the GDP from the existing 30 percentage. And recently we have the World Bank also approved about $500 million 500 million program to boost the India's MSME sector. Next one, August 30, International Day of the Victims of Enforced Disappearances. Here, this day is observed by the United Nations globally on every year on August 30, and this day is observed to raise awareness about the suffering of people who are arrested, detained, and abducted against their will, and the governments uh, and the governments also refuse to disclose the about of such people. And if we see about this day, the first day is observed in the year first time of this day is observed in the year 2011. Next one, August 29, that is yesterday, we also observe International Day against nuclear tests, and this day is observed to to increase awareness about the effects of nuclear weapon test explosion and the need for their cessation as one of the means of achieving the goal of nuclear weapon free world. And the first time we observed this day in the year 2010. Yesterday, that is August 29, we also observed National Sports Day, and the National Sports Day is observed to remember the birth anniversary of Dhyan Chand, who is a hockey player. Next one, Srikanth T, appointed as Deputy Election Commissioner (ECI), that is Election Commissioner of India. Here, the Srikanth T is appointed as a Deputy Election Commission for a period of 5 years, upcoming 5 years. And the Election Commissioner is Anup Chandra Pandey, and the Chief Election Commissioner is Sushil Chandra. And the appointment of Srikanth T is approved by the Appointments Committee of the Cabinet, which is headed by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Next one, Tamil Nadu Governor Banwarilal Purohit gets additional charge of Punjab and Chandigarh. Here, the Banwarilal Purohit, who is the governor of Tamil Nadu, has also appointed as a administrator of Chandigarh, and he also given the additional duties as the governor of Punjab. Previously, VP Singh Badore was the governor of Punjab and the administrator of Chandigarh. After him, the Tamil Nadu governor Banwarilal Purohit has gets the additional charge of governor of Punjab and the administrator of Chandigarh. And the chief minister of Tamil Nadu is M.K. Stalin. Recently, we have also seen that the director general of CRPF, that is Kuldeep Singh, has also gets the additional charge of NIA as a chief of NIA. Next one, Harish Parvathaneni appointed as India's next ambassador to Germany. Here, here the Harish Parvathaneni is appointed as the next ambassador to the Germany. He is presently serving as a additional secretary in the ministry. And yesterday we have also seen that the ambassador of India to Russia is Mr. Bala Venkatesh Verma. Next one. Government introduces a new registration mark for new vehicles, that is Bharat series, BH series. Here the government introduces this BH series, that is Bharat series. If we talk about the this BH series is represented on the number plate. If we talk about the number plate, if a person for example, if a person buys a vehicle in one of the state, and if he wants to move to other state after buying the vehicle with the and he also want to take that vehicle with him to the other state, then the other state will allow for him uh, to move on the other state for only 12 months with that registered state number plate. And now and after 12 months, the person should have to change his number plate to the to the state where he was living presently. And as of now, for now, the government has introduced a new registration mark, that is BH series. If a person buys a vehicle with this series, he doesn't want he he didn't want to change the number plate wherever he goes in the country. Which means if a person has registered with this BH series, he had a right to take his vehicle to any of the states in the country, and without changing of his registered number plate. And especially this facility is available on the voluntary basis to the defense personals and the employment of the state and the central government, and the state public sector and the private sector companies. And the Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways is Nitin Jairam Gadkari. Next one. Rajnath Singh names Army Sports Institute, which is located at Pune, as Neeraj Chopra Stadium. Here, the Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has renamed Army Sports Institute as Neeraj Chopra Stadium. Here, the Indian Army also has a program called Mission Olympics, which is launched in the year 2001. By this program, uh, which with the by this program with the it helps to deliver a medal winning performance in the Olympics and the other international events. And whereas army members can participate in all the games like Olympics and the other international events. Here here and this Army Sports Stadium is changed to Neeraj Chopra Stadium, where Neeraj Chopra has won the gold medal for India in the javelin throw at the Tokyo Olympics. And recently, Athletic Federation of India has also decided to celebrate the javelin throw day on 7th of August every year to honor the Olympic gold medalist Neeraj Chopra. And the Reserve Bank of India also started a public awareness campaign to warn people against digital banking frauds. And the RBI has chosen the Olympic gold medalist Neeraj Chopra for this campaign. If we see uh, if we see recently, the Motera Stadium, which is the world's largest cricket stadium, Motera Stadium has changed its name to Narendra Modi Stadium. The President Ramnath Kovind has officially inaugurated this venue as the Narendra Modi Stadium, whereas the entire complex remains as the Sardar Patel Stadium, and only the Motera Stadium is renamed as the Narendra Modi Stadium. Next one. And recently we have also seen that Haryana chief minister, that is Manohar Lal Khattar, has announced to rename the Hisar airport as Maharaja Agrasen International Airport. And the Haryana chief minister is Manohar Lal Khattar, and the defense minister is Rajnath Singh. Next one, the world's highest movie theater has inaugurated in Ladakh. Here, in La in Ladakh, the world's highest movie theater has inaugurated at an altitude of 11,562 feet. The, and this is an inflatable theater which can operate in minus 28 degrees Celsius also. And this initiative which aims to bring cinema watching experience to most remote areas of India also. And they have also mentioned that for the in the coming period, four more theaters will be established in Leh Ladakh. And the lieutenant governor of Ladakh is R.K. Mathur. Next one, Bharat Pay launches P2P, that is peer-to-peer lending app 12% Club, where this 12% Club app will allow consumers to invest and earn up to 12% annual interest, and it also allow consumers to borrow at a similar rate of 12% per annum. And to launch this app, Bharat Pay has partnered with Lending Club, which is a NBFC of the country, which is an Lending Club is an NBFC, and Bharat Pay has partnered with a with this club to launch this 12% Club app. And the chief CEO of Bharat Pay, that is Chief Executive Officer of Bharat Pay, is Ashner Grover, and which is headquartered at New Delhi. Next one, Nishad Kumar wins silver in men's high jump. Now the Tokyo Paralympics are going on in the Tokyo, and Nishad Kumar wins the silver medal in men's high jump category. uh, he made a jump of 2.06 meters, uh, and also created an Asian record. And and uh, about and the American player who is Townsend has won the gold medal, and created a world record jump of 2.15 meters. Next one, Bhavina Ben Patel wins silver in the table tennis. Here, the Ben Patel has won the silver medal in the table tennis in the 2020 Tokyo Paralympic Games, and the gold medal has won by the Chinese player Ying Zhou. Next one, Avani Lekhara wins gold in shooting. Here, Avani Lekhara is a shooter, and he recorded a history as she became the first Indian woman to win a gold medal at Paralympics. At Paralympics in women's 10-meter air rifle standing, where this Avani Lekhara has got a car accident in the year 2012 and got a spinal cord injuries, and she finished, and now she won the gold medal in shooting. Next one, Max Verstappen wins Belgian Grand Prix 2021. Here the Belgian Grand Prix 2020, the winner is 2021 winner is Max Verstappen. He represents to the Red Bull of Netherlands, and this Belgian Grand Prix was stopped due to the rain, and it was conducted only 2 laps, and the winner is decided based on the progress made in these 2 laps, whereas the Lewin Hamilton, who represents Mercedes, came third, and the George Russell Williams came in the second position. Next one, media stalwart Pradeep Guha passes away at 68. Here, this Guha recently detected with the fourth stage liver cancer, and he was treated and he was died of the liver cancer at the age of 68. Here, the Pradeep Guha is a managing director of 9X Media and the former president of BCCL, that is Bennett Coleman and Company Limited. And he was, and here this BCCL is also known as Times Group. And in this news we have to remember that uh, Pradeep Guha is a managing director of 9X Media. Next one. Thank you everyone. Stay safe, stay strong.